Have you ever felt that relentless tug of the always-on world, that sort of quiet hum of notifications, the pressure to always be productive, to constantly consume?
Yeah, like you're racing against some invisible clock.
Exactly, and rarely having a moment to truly breathe. But what if the ultimate luxury wasn't about getting more stuff, but about reclaiming something?
hmm
Well, something much deeper.
Like time or presence.
Yes, exactly. Time, presence, genuine connection. Welcome to the deep dive. Today we're jumping into a concept that's quietly reshaping how we think about living richly. It's called slow luxury.
Sounds gentle already.
It does, doesn't it? And it's not just some fleeting trend, it's a real philosophy. And it's being championed by a company called Luxure. They actually call it a quiet revolution of luxury.
Okay, intriguing.
So our mission here is to really unpack what slow luxury means. How does it tackle the challenges of, our hyper-connected digital age? And we'll explore Le Luxure's unique approach, especially their experiences in Mallorca, but also their other services. We've looked at a whole range of sources for this article, study guides, Le Luxure's own briefing docs, to give you the insights into this philosophy that redefines, really, what it means to savor life.
What's really fascinating about slow luxury, I think, is how fundamentally it challenges our ingrained ideas of what luxury even is. It's a philosophy that totally redefines the modern experience. It shifts the focus away from just, accumulation and excess
Right, the traditional view.
and moves it towards the embrace of presence, time, and deeper experiences. Luxury puts it beautifully, I think. They call it the gentle art of slowing down.
The gentle art of slowing down.
Yeah, it's less about piling up material wealth and more about cultivating a wealth of moments.
That phrase itself, the gentle art of slowing down, it just feels like a breath of fresh air. But okay, for someone stuck in that fast-paced world, what's the first step? Like, how do the sources say we actually start doing that?
That's a really good question because it forces a conscious shift, doesn't it?
Yeah.
What we've seen is that in practice, it means deliberately savoring moments rather than consuming them quickly.
Okay.
It means experiencing more deeply, really actively noticing details, textures, and tastes.
So paying more attention.
Exactly. And that immediately contrasts with that traditional image of luxury, the shiny labels, the glitter, the abundance. The shift is profound because it's asking us to value these, intangible things like time, attention, connection, above just sheer stuff. It's about being present enough
Yeah.
to actually register the subtleties of an experience.
So it's not just about buying a different kind of thing, but a different way of engaging with life.
Precisely.
It makes me think about those rare moments of stillness, of unhurried mornings, before you grab your phone, allowing your thoughts to just wander. Or the feeling of, say, hand-woven fabrics, that texture, understanding the story behind it, or even the quiet dignity of craftsmanship that isn't rushed.
Yes, the human element.
These aren't just details, are they? They're moments filled with intention, with time. I wonder, for you listening, what moments in your own life do you wish you could savor more? Or have you ever felt that traditional luxury, with all its promises, just didn't quite satisfy because it lacked this depth? Now, if there's one aspect of modern life that slow luxury seems to directly confront, it's got to be the relentless pull of our always connected world.
Oh, definitely.
We've all felt it, that background hum, that feeling of being perpetually tethered to our devices. Our research calls it digital fatigue. It's almost just normal now.
It is normal, and it raises a really interesting question.
Yeah.
What's truly the most indulgent thing you can do today?
Right.
And interestingly, what the sources present as one of the most indulgent acts in the digital age is simply switching off.
Just switching off sounds simple, but it's hard.
It is. But the data we looked at really backs this up. A striking 27% of adults planning trips for next year actually intend to reduce their social media use.
Wow, that many.
Yeah, and nearly 1 in 4 are specifically looking for full digital detox vacations. So these aren't niche desires anymore. It's becoming mainstream. And beyond just the relief from notifications, the sources hint at a deeper cognitive benefit. True disconnection might actually boost creative problem solving, memory consolidation, things that are hard to achieve when you're always on.
That's fascinating. So the lectures isn't just offering quiet time. They're offering like a mental reset with real benefits.
You could say that, a reset button, yeah.
That's a crucial point. It's not just about stopping something negative, but enabling something positive, something vital for our minds. And the lectures retreats, they're specifically designed to promote this disconnection and the rare pleasure of switching off. It's about consciously reclaiming silence, escaping that constant noise of notifications to rediscover uninterrupted thought.
Uninterrupted thought.
Imagine. It sounds almost revolutionary today, doesn't it? A genuine luxury.
And this is where the setting the environment plays such a huge part. When we look at Luxure in Mallorca, for instance, the sources give this beautiful description. On our island, silence is never empty.
Oh, I like that.
It is filled with the rustle of bougainvillea, the rhythm of waves, the faint call of cicadas at dusk.
So it's not just an absence of digital noise.
No, it's a presence of something else. It's a place to connect to a totally different, much richer sensory world. And that creates this immersive present experience where the outside world just gently falls away. Only the essential remains. It lets the brain really downshift.
I can almost hear it just listening to you describe it. It makes you think, doesn't it? When is the last time you really reclaimed silence? Not just quiet, but filled with other natural sounds. Have you ever really longed for a proper digital detox where that constant hum just stopped?
And your mind could just wander.
It's a powerful idea and clearly a growing need.
But okay, beyond just unplugging, what really anchors this slow luxury idea? The sources point to craft, culture, and connection as foundational.
Valuing craftsmanship over mass production, authenticity over spectacle. That feels like a strong statement against, the disposable culture we live in.
It is. And what's compelling is the focus on mindful choices and how they meet a deeper human need. Think beyond just appreciating, say, hand-thrown pottery by local artisans. It's about how these tactile, human-made things sort of wake up senses that get numbed by mass production.
Right, that physical connection.
Yeah, the cool feel of linen sheets woven from natural fibers, or even tasting heirloom recipes shared at a family table. These aren't just details. Every detail tells a story. It honors the human touch, traditions, a connection to the land. These experiences reconnect us to a sense of belonging, of heritage, that often gets lost in our globalized, disposable world. They really connect you to a place and its people.
And Luxure seems to really embrace that with their curated cultural encounters. They're not just offering a standard tour. It's things like dining at a chef's private finca or learning from artisans who keep Mallorca's heritage alive.
Yeah, much deeper engagement.
These aren't passive experiences, are they? They seem designed to actively foster a deeper sense of authenticity and respect, letting guests really participate in the living culture. How hard is it, do you reckon, to keep those experiences genuinely authentic as demand grows?
That's a really critical question. The sources emphasize that it needs careful curation and, importantly, genuine relationships with the local communities. It has to be about partnership, not appropriation.
Right. Respectful exchange.
Exactly. The goal is to ensure these encounters truly honor the human touch, the traditions. It's a world away from a superficial, rushed tourist stop. It takes huge intentionality to do it right.
So for you listening, when you travel, or even just when you're buying something, do you find yourself drawn more towards local, handcrafted, or culturally immersive things now? And if you do, why do those choices feel more meaningful than maybe something mass-produced or purely transactional? So all these principles, presence, craft, connection, they really come alive when we look at Luxure's actual experiences, especially in Mallorca. They deliberately design experiences to allow guests to linger.
Yes, linger. That's a key word.
It's not about rushing through a checklist. It's about letting moments unfold.
Absolutely. And the source material paints these really vivid pictures. Imagine breakfast unfolding slowly on a sun-drenched terrace, versus a frantic buffet grab.
Much better.
Or tailor-made journeys through Mallorca's hidden corners where every encounter is intentional and infused with place and meaning. It all comes back to the Luxure's core belief. True luxury isn't measured in possessions, but in the lasting moments and memories created.
Dwelling, not rushing.
Exactly. Building that reservoir of meaningful experiences.
And Mallorca isn't just a pretty setting. It's actually a very strategic choice.
Ah, interesting. How so?
Well, the research we saw indicates that tourist spending there is projected to rise 4.7% in 2025.
Okay.
But the key thing is, this growth isn't expected from standard mass tourism. It's driven by high-value experiential travel.
The exact market slow luxury targets.
Precisely. La Luxure is perfectly positioned to lead with these sustainable, bespoke adventures that align exactly with this demand for deeper journeys. They're tapping into a market actively looking for something more meaningful, less fleeting.
Makes perfect sense.
So I invite you listening to just imagine yourself in that setting. What kind of lasting memories would you want to create in a place that actively encourages you to slow down, connect, and truly linger, to let go of the clock and just be. Okay, so we've explored how the Luxure creates these very personal, unhurried experiences. But their vision for slow living, it seems, isn't just limited to retreats.
Though that's right.
It feels like a philosophy they weave into a much broader set of services. It suggests a more holistic approach to intentional living.
Yeah, it does. Their offerings go beyond travel. They have specialized training programs, for example, designed to elevate team performance.
Okay.
And expert business consulting services, too, focusing on analysis, strategy, and implementing solutions for growth.
And how does that connect back to slow?
Well, it seems to connect back to that idea of mindful, intentional growth. Their approach seems to favor a slow growth model for businesses focusing on sustainable, deeply rooted strategies rather than just chasing quick, maybe fleeting market wins.
Building lasting value, not just short-term hype.
Exactly. Building something solid.
And this commitment to authenticity, to deep connection, it extends even further with an offering called LGBT plus by La Luxure.
Yes, I saw that.
It sounds like it's not just about being inclusive, but about actively creating genuinely welcoming spaces. Places where guests can be their true selves.
It fosters that sense of belonging and connection we talked about.
Right, which is really the heart of slow luxury. Feeling truly seen, truly valued in a luxurious setting.
Absolutely. And for people who want to bring this ethos into their everyday lives, they also have the Shop by La Luxure, which offers curated premium products reflecting their philosophy.
Things that embody the values.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And there's the Luxure blog, too, for insights and discussions. It helps keep their audience engaged and shows that slow luxury isn't just for holidays. It can inform parts of daily life, too.
Cultivating that intentionality continuously.
Yeah.
It really makes you think, how could these principles, intentionality, authenticity, well-being, extend beyond just travel? How might you bring a bit more slow luxury into your professional life, maybe your decision-making, or even how you engage with your community to foster more meaningful, sustainable results?
It's a good question to ponder.
So, we've journeyed through the essence of slow luxury today. It's a philosophy, really, that values presence over pace,
Disconnection over digital noise,
craftsmanship over mass production.
and deep connection over just superficial accumulation.
From La Luxure, as we've seen, really exemplifies this through their carefully crafted experiences in Mallorca and their wider range of services, all designed to help us savor life, not just consume it.
Which leaves us with perhaps a final thought to mull over. If true luxury isn't measured in things, but in moments that stay with you long after you've left, what moments that linger are you actively cultivating in your own life?
And how can you embrace just a bit more of that gentle art of slowing down? Not as an escape, maybe, but as a deliberate choice to live more richly, more deeply every day.